yeah, the funniest is probably like, since everyone has quite strong accents, sometimes in review, somebody is just talking and then the other person is actually saying the same thing, but because they're saying it in a different way, we're just literally saying the same things for like 5 minutes in a row until...
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Worlds 2023 coverage here at Digon Esports. It's your boy Digon, joined by BDS's stud in the bot lane, Crownie. Crownie just finished playing up against Team Wales, number 2 seed from Vietnam. And after going up 1-0, looking like they were cruising to a 2-0, kind of reverse swept here in this best of 3. Crownie, what was that like in that series, I guess, playing in it?
I mean, I think we were a bit impatient game 2, and then I think we could have done some things differently in game 3 with like draft and in-game. But I think, we had a bit of a wrong read on some things, I would say, but they capitalized on it. I think the AD carry is their best player, and I was playing a bit too passive matchups today. So they just capitalized on it, and props to them, but we just need to think a bit and just play better in the next series.
How much of it was, I guess, execution based, and how much of it was being surprised by something that they did that you weren't ready for?
I mean, I would say like 50% was execution and 50% was just approaching some things wrong. And I think game 2, we were just playing too fast in the game and not being patient enough and giving them too many kills for no reason. And then game 3, we just slowly kind of bled out. I misplayed, I died once on bot lane, and we kind of couldn't really get going on the map. Like, we didn't really have control, and that's pretty much it, yeah.
When it comes to the fact that, the World's qualifying series, first one ever, you take down Golden Guardians, things are good. Yeah. Do you feel like that affected your preparation or the execution of today, or do you feel like that had nothing to do with it?
Yeah, I think since we weren't really forced to show much things, we kind of just picked the same thing every game. And in series like this, it's good to have many things prepared and ready, to play. So I think that's what kind of hurt us a little bit. But I mean, I think the series was definitely in our hands. So
when we look towards your next match here, you move down to the lower bracket here of the play-ins. Mm-hmm. Do you have thoughts yet, or have you taken a look at your opponents yet, and are you prepared for the matchup here against Detonation Focus Me?
Yeah, we scrimmed them a bit, and we saw their games today, and I think we have a decent idea on how to approach it. Obviously, it's the most important is to focus on ourselves, and I think we can learn a lot about today overall. I think sometimes we're in the wrong mindset in games and how to approach them in terms of like win conditions and how we play. So I think if we take a good look at that, we should be fine.
Yeah, one of the things I'm enjoying so far about this interview and about your mindset is that you don't feel lost. It doesn't feel like you don't know what happened. It just feels like there's a lack of prep and a little bit of lack of execution.
For sure. I mean, we were doing very well in scrims against all of these teams, and we had a good best of 5 against Golden Guardians. But I think, as I said, we were not really forced to show much, so we were a bit too comfortable on playing the same things. I think I played the same champ like 4 out of 5 games. So obviously, like, we have other things ready that I can't get too much into, but
sure.
Obviously we have other tools, and we just need to show them and play a bit more, bring the fight to them a bit, I would say.
Right, which you all are able to do, and definitely took advantage of that against Golden Guardians when you needed to, right? Golden Guardians kind of beat themselves, Jesus. Looking forward here to the rest of Worlds, who has been some of the favorite, I guess, botlaners that you've got to scrim so far here?
I mean, I played C9, and I think Berserker is very good, obviously. Other than that, I think some of the playing ADCs are pretty solid. I think Artemis had a good series today. I have to give props to him. And I think I need to do more if I want us to win, and I need to play how I played earlier in this year, where I was playing more... I guess with more confidence and making the team play more around me. I think that's something I should do. But if I just play like today with Ezreal and against Golden Guardians, there is many situations in the game where nothing really happens, and then it's hard to progress the game. But if I'm playing other champs, I can actually influence the game more. So that's what I would say was, is my like thing to fix.
So I obviously don't want you to give away too much strategy or anything like that, but how's the team's read on the meta been so far, given the fact that, Adam's been pulling out the gear and playing random stuff, and you've been in the pocket of your champ pool. Has the read been okay so far for the squad? Nothing surprising?
Yeah, I mean, I think our read is pretty good. Obviously, these playing teams and teams overall, everyone has their own little pocket champions and some specific priors they value one over the other. But overall, I would say our read was good. Maybe it could have been improved today between the games, but I think we're all aware, and we're just gonna talk about it and just tackle the next series how we're supposed to. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
2 more questions. One, about the team and kind of your relationship with the team. Can you tell me a funny story that's happened throughout this year, whether it's, something that you've interacted with one of your teammates or something funny that happens that maybe you haven't thought of, maybe during review, but a funny story.
Yeah, the funniest is probably since everyone has quite strong accents, sometimes in review, somebody is just talking and then the other person is actually saying the same thing, but because they're saying it in a different way, we're just literally saying the same things for 5 minutes in a row until people realize that we're literally saying the same thing, just in different ways. And then it's just an endless cycle. But other than that, everyone is pretty funny in their own ways.
That's happened multiple times?
Oh, yeah, for sure, multiple times, more than 10, Since, everybody has their own unique way of speaking and accent and stuff. And maybe not everyone uses the same words and stuff like that. So it's I would say that's one of the funniest. Some obviously I cannot share here.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure, it's like I was talking with someone that this is for sure the most eventful year and the most fun, even though there is some downsides to losing LEC finals, and obviously now is not the best time. But all in all, I would take it as a good year.
Right.
Yeah.
Not done yet. And then finally,
of course.
For us, I guess, Americans here that follow American football, there's a famous player, Aaron Rodgers, where things weren't going well a couple seasons ago, and he just told everyone to RELAX, relax. So now that things haven't gone the right way here for y'all know you're great. What do you have to say to the BDS and European Western fan base that are starting to panic about your performance?
I mean, for sure, relaxing is a good way to put it. I think we're aware of what went wrong. There are some things where we're not 100% sure on what to do, but we'll obviously reflect and just approach the next series how we're supposed to and just do better. That's pretty much all we can do, and I will obviously play better myself. I'll put more responsibility on myself, which I think I did not do in the last 2 best-of-5s. I think against Golden Guardians we had a specific game plan, and then game 1 today also. But then the other 2 games, they were a bit too slow and not much was progressing, so it was hard to make stuff happen.
Sure.
But I think we'll be fine.
Crownie, it's been great to have a microscope on your career through LS, and it's been awesome to watch you, and even this interview has been pretty awesome. So I wish you nothing but the best, especially here at the Rest of Worlds.
Likewise.
All right. Thank you, brother. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. That was really good, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
See ya.
See ya.